I bet you got a lazy butt. Hi, welcome to the Ageless Runner. I'm Rob. I really enjoy running and sharing what I know about running. If you're like-minded, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe icon down in the corner of this video. Thank you so much. So one of the most neglected muscles in a runner are the glutes. That's our butt muscles, the muscles behind our butt cheeks. Rarely do runners exercise them, and running does not strengthen them. Typically what strengthens in running are our quads and our hamstrings and our calves. In fact, with weak glutes, we tend to often run by firing our quads, our hamstrings, and our calves, and not our glutes. And what that does is it affects our running form. And when it affects our running form, we're more prone to injury. The most common injuries from weak glutes are in our knees and our IT band. The IT band is this muscle going down the side of our thigh here, and even in our hips. That was my problem. I had knee pain on kind of the outside of my knee, and I actually sought professional help. And in doing so, I learned I have weak glutes. They're not firing when I'm running. So that started me on a regimen of strengthening my glutes. And that's what I'd like to share with you today, about half a dozen exercises that I do that not only strengthen my glutes and improve my knee problem, but I also do somewhat regularly to maintain my glute strength. Now, the first 4 exercises are going to be on the floor here, and the last 2 we're going to be standing up and doing. So let's talk about the floor exercises. The first 3 are variations of the bridge. We're going to start with the standard bridge. We're going to lay down on our back, bring our feet flat, and just go into a bridge position and squeezing our butt, squeezing our glutes. And you want to pause here and come down. That's 1 repetition. Rise up, squeeze our glutes, and hold for a moment. Now you want to make sure you get your butt off the floor. Your pelvis is going towards the ceiling. Make sure you've got a straight line here. Hold and go down. So my recommendation on this one is do at least 2 sets of 10. Now if you're fairly experienced at doing bridges, you can do 3 sets of 10 or 2 sets of 20, whatever fits your mode. So the next bridge is a little more difficult than the simple bridge. We're going to get up in the simple bridge position, squeezing our glutes, extend one leg, return. Extend the other leg, return, go down. That's 1 repetition. So we go up, extend one leg, return, and go down. Now the third bridge is the most difficult bridge. This is the single leg bridge. We're going to extend one leg and go up. Now the key here is to keep our pelvis flat. We don't want to tilt that extended leg pelvis. Keep it flat. Pause and go down. Go up, pause, and go down. Do 10, switch legs. Go up, pause, and go down. Go up, pause, and go down. Do a set of 10 on each leg, rest, and then do another set of 10. Now, the next floor exercise is what I call the side plank with clamshell. You know what a clamshell is? That's where you lay on your side and you extend your leg out like this, keeping your feet together. Often you see people doing this exercise with a band across their leg. We're not going to do a band. We're going to make it complex by adding a side plank. So you're going to hold a side plank, make sure you got a straight line here. Do a clam, hold for a count of 2, and lower. Do a clam, count of 2, and lower. So do 10 repetitions, rest, do 10 more, roll over and do the other side. This is a pretty tough exercise. If you can't do this right away, that's fine. It took me weeks before I could do this comfortably. So maybe do all the other exercises for a couple of weeks, then try the side plank with a clamshell. Again, your goal on all these 4 exercises is 2 sets of 10.
Now, this next exercise, if you're doing it on carpet, you're going to want a furniture slider. It's the kind of things that have a hard plastic on one side, maybe a piece of foam on the other, because you'll be sliding a foot. Now, if you're on a vinyl floor or a hardwood floor, your sock will be fine. So you want to get this on the floor and put our weight on the other foot. So I got my weight on my left foot, and I'm going to do kind of a squat, a one-legged squat, and let my right foot go out. Now the key here is not to use the right foot to extend and then come back up and just pull the right foot with me. You don't want to use the right foot at all. You don't want to get up there and kind of stop and push. You want to make one movement, go down, back. All the action is in your left leg in this example. Down and back. Be careful not to get your knee too far forward from your foot. This will not only work on your glutes, but also work on your quads. Now, a variation of this is to extend the foot back in a diagonal, kind of like this. Just a little variation you can try if you get good at doing it out the side. So again, do 10 reps, pause, do 10 more, and then switch feet and do it on the other side. Now for the other exercise, you're going to need an elastic band. You don't want one that's too stiff or too heavy. Mine actually says light on it. You can't read it, but it says light, so it's not a heavy one. And you want to put it on your feet. So get it so it's stretched across your feet. You kind of want to get in a crouch position. Don't stick your butt out too much. Don't tilt your pelvis, kind of straight. You just want to go to the left, to the left, to the left. Do that for about 10 steps, then come back to the right. So you want to do 10 steps in one direction, 10 steps in the other direction, pause, then repeat. This is going to work kind of your side quads here. You're going to feel it in your hip and then on the side of your butt here. These are very good exercises. So my recommendation, if you're not doing these, is to limit it to maybe doing them no more than 3 times a week, at the most every other day. You need to give yourself a chance to rest in between these. And these are strength building exercises. So when you're done, you should eat a protein. Have a little protein because you're going to repair these muscles that you exercise in these routines. Now I'm going to apologize already and say I'm sorry you're going to have sore butt muscles, but these exercises will give you some soreness back here. You want that. That's a good sign that you're working them. You're getting those little micro tears in your muscle, and eating some protein and resting will allow that to heal and build up more muscle.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed my video. I really appreciate you taking the time to look for it. I really hope you give these a try and strengthen your glutes. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget, please subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe icon in the corner. Thank you so much.